Hey guys, welcome to another video. We are finally upgrading these 15-inch MacBook Pro here, the mid-2012 non-Retina. I got here today, finally, after waiting I think like a week. Crazy, but we got the 480 gig OWC SSD with 16 gigs of DDR3 RAM. I think this is 1600 megahertz RAM. I also got this mystery box. I don't know what this is, so let me check it real quick. This is, looks like a data closer. It's to help back up your data. Data enclosure, I think is what they call this. So yeah, it came with the data enclosure. You just put your old hard drive in there and yeah, you just go from there and get it all settled and all that. And you can save all your data. But yeah, I think we'll be using this probably. I mean, I have a flash drive that has a mountain lion on it, but it would be easier for me to just be able to use the software that's already on the hard drive on this right now and kind of go from there and get a software put on the new SSD. So we'll probably end up doing that. But anyhow, we shall crack into the device here. So let me switch the camera angle. Okay, so we got the laptop here. I have not removed this sticker. I just haven't really messed with it yet. I don't know why. Just because I don't have any adhesive remover, so I need to find some. Just looking for the right tool here. This probably is it right here. So we gotta take, all 8 or however many, what was that, 10 screws. So I'm gonna do that here. All right, now we have all the 10 screws removed. Now we're just gonna kind of pry at the back here and just slowly pry it out a little bit. Like I said in the previous video, I had dusted off all the fans and stuff. So this battery, I did a little bit more research on it. Downloaded an app called Battery Health, and it seems that this battery has also been replaced, but it seems to be a genuine battery from Apple. So at one point in its life, it probably had a battery change from Apple themselves. So it still has a battery health of 83%, which isn't too bad for how old it is. I think it's from 2014. So yeah, I mean, I haven't really done any thorough tests because of how slow this machine is, so I can't really test how good it is. But let's get into the RAM first. Alright, so to remove the RAM from a 15-inch non-Retina or any MacBook Pro that's non-Retina, it's super easy. Same with MacBooks actually too, but you just push these pins or these little things here to the side, and the first will come out. And then the second one is a little tricky, but it'll get it. It's mainly getting it out is the tricky part. So you kind of have to wiggle it out here and finagle it. It's so much easier putting it back in than it is taking it out. So there we go. Got it. Now we will put in the new RAM. If I can delicately get it out. There we go. Here is one going in. And then here we go with another one. And there we go. RAM, easy as can be. Something that you really can't do anymore with their computers nowadays, which sucks, but yeah. Okay. So now we're gonna get the hard drive replaced here with the new SSD. As you can see, all you gotta do is these 2 Phillips screws, just take that out and it will remove the hard drive, or at least free it, because this is the hard drive caddy that you need to remove that keeps it in place. Then you want to get it out. I'm gonna have to use this probably. Come on, why aren't you coming out? There we go. Now you want to remove the data cable right here from the back, and then there are some torque screws, I believe here. I don't know which specific ones. It might be a T6 or a T8. To remove off of the hard drive and then put on the new drive, because this also helps keep it in place so it doesn't start moving around. Here it is. screws. I think these are T8s. Alright, so here we go. The Western Digital is now freed up. It can be put back into the data enclosure. And yeah, so like I said, the manufacture date is January 5th of 2014. You can see right there. So this is not the original hard drive. It was replaced at one point in its life. Or the original one was replaced. So let's get the new SSD. Alright, so here we go. New SSD right here. The MacBook Electra 6G. Now these, I believe these are T8s. I could be wrong, but these little T8 screws need to be on the sides of the SSD here. So I'm going to do that right now. Alright. Now all 4 screws are now installed. Let's get the ribbon cable, the data cable, put back on it. I think it goes this way actually. Yeah. So it goes this way. And then we just simply put it in these little in this little area. Alrighty. And that's pretty much it. That's as simple as can be. RAM was super easy. Changing out a hard drive for an SSD, not that hard. And you can also, if you really want to, get rid of the DVD drive or the super drive and get a OWC hard drive caddy, or it's called a data doubler, and you can put another SSD in here or a hard drive and have 2 drives at once in your MacBook Pro if you so desire. It's not too difficult. I do have a video on my channel with it, with a late 2008 model 15-inch MacBook Pro, the unibody one, and it's basically the same thing. Not much has changed too badly. This, I believe, has changed though on the motherboard, the little webcam connector, because the older models are like down here somewhere where the newer ones are here, so that's about the only difference. But as far as the data doubler goes, that really doesn't concern it. At least it shouldn't. But yeah, so I am going to quickly install this hard drive into the data enclosure thing and get everything all packaged up and ready to go. So I will see you in a few short seconds. Okay, we have the laptop all reassembled, so I'm going to flip the camera angle around and we are going to get everything all situated and ready for the system to boot. So I will see you guys here in a few short seconds with the machine turning on. Okay, so I have the hard drive enclosure hooked up to the side of the laptop. As you can see about right there, that's the new, or the old hard drive this way, so we can, in theory, boot up into Catalina and in theory install Catalina on the new SSD. I'm going to hold Alt just in case, because it'll probably do something there. Good. It's going to still boot to the original hard drive. Okay, one thing I'd like to point out just real quick. These little screws come with the little data enclosure. You put them, you're supposed to screw them on the bottom of the enclosure, and it's supposed to just securely, enclose the hard drive and all that. But I don't know what that says, so let me give me 1 minute. The disk you inserted is not readable. We're going to ignore and just kind of go with it. Since we are on the original hard drive, this thing is painstakingly slow. Like I can't tell you how bad it is. This thing takes forever just to even type something sometimes. Okay, so we're gonna look at disk utility and see what we got going on here. So we have right here the OWC drive. Now I believe we just hit erase. Call it, I don't know, Mac OS. And just, yep, everything should be set to that, and create the partition. And now we should be able to just, in theory, go into App Store and get everything downloaded that we need. But we're not going to do that in this video because that's going to be a painstaking process. What we're interested in is to see right there, our RAM is reading. As you can see, the RAM is in fact 16 gigs. And then obviously, the storage, you can see that this is the OWC drive and it's reading perfectly fine. As you can see, both RAM sticks are reading correctly, so that's also awesome. But yeah, seems like our upgrade was very successful, which is awesome. Okay, so we have fully, upgraded the machine, and it has OS Catalina on it finally. And so right now I have the machine not booted, so we're gonna see how fast it goes now that it has the new SSD. I didn't do a comparison, but I'll tell you this much, it took more than about 5 minutes or so just to get it to start. I gotta do the password. And there we go. We are booted in the system. It really boots up really well. It is super quick and it's like ridiculously fast compared to how it used to be. I mean, this machine literally took like 5 minutes or more just to boot up into Catalina. Even I think it was running High Sierra, that took a while. Now, I mean, you can open pretty much anything. We can open like iBooks and it just opens up quickly. I will open Chrome. Again, opens real quick. We can open Spotify. Again, it opens really quick. Like, everything is opening way better, way faster than it used to. I did take this laptop to work just to see how it really performs in real life scenarios. The only thing that really hindered this machine to me was just the battery life. The battery life is not great, which is to be expected. I mean, these machines are 10 years old, and this still has its original battery, or at least one of the original batteries. I can show you right here. So it is at a 78%. Oh, that went down actually. It was at 83, but now it's at 78. So it's okay. The battery is probably needing to be replaced eventually. As you can see, it was manufactured April 19th, 2013. So whether or not it's actually the original battery or not, I guess it depends on when this machine was made. It could very well be. I mean, it does have a low cycle count, but obviously, as you can see, the health is not, it's not perfect. So, but yeah, that concludes this machine. That's pretty much the mid-2012 non-Retina MacBook Pro. I still think these machines are pretty decently good, even in today's times, but yeah, if you really want one, then you can buy one and actually still complete some tasks with it. It can do it, just the battery life kind of hinders it, but that's really it for all the upgrades. So without further ado, guys, I will see you later. Peace.